Hello and good day everyone. This is Dr. Edward Padama, and this time we are going to discuss how to develop your Google form for you to be able to use it for your research study. So first of all, I am going to log into my Google Drive. So if you do not have one, you can just create one using your Gmail account. So you can just open your account. And in this case, I already have two versions of my Google Forms that I am using for this particular research topic or issue that I am developing. So the first thing that you need to do when you open your Google Drive is to go to this plus icon or new icon. So when you click this, you will be presented with the following: Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Forms. We are going to go to Google Forms and then click the options button, and then you will again be presented by a blank form and a template. So we're going to use a template. So when we click template, you will be presented again with the following options: course evaluation, and the like. So in this case, for our Google form, for a particular research study, we are going to use course evaluation template. So when we open this, you will be presented with a blank template. So the first thing you need to familiarize yourselves will be the parts and the features of this form. So this serves as the file name of the form. So let's use sample 1 as the file, and then this one will contain the title of your Google form. So if this is a form used to evaluate the challenges encountered by selected students of Arellano University during, let's correct this, during their online learning. Okay, so again, this one serves as the file name of your form, and this one at the bottom serves as the title of the form that will be seen by your respondents. So at the bottom will be the description or instruction that you can give to the respondents who will be answering your form. So in this case, please answer according to your experience during the online during online learning, during your online learning. Okay, so the proceeding forms or the proceeding spaces will now depend on how you want to sequence or organize your Google Forms. So in this case, if I want to know or I want to identify the names of the respondents, I'll just click name, and then here you can uh, have the following options. It's either short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, and so on and so forth. So in this case, I am going to ask for their name, and then their response will be in the short answer text. Again, you can change that using the options on the right side of your screen. Now, at the bottom, you can duplicate this space. This is the icon for that, or you can remove that if you already have an excess uh, space that is similar to this one, or this button will uh, require the respondents to answer this particular space or not. So if the option for the name is not required and you would like it to be optional, so you just switch off this particular part of your screen or your Google form. So, and then the next one, as you can see, there's a red asterisk here. This is already an indicator that this part of your Google form is required. So again, I'm going to change the title of this particular space. So after the name, I would like to know their age. And then after that, for this particular space, I would like it to be multiple choice. So I'm going to give a particular uh, uh, bracket for their age, uh, and then they will have to check where they belong on this particular bracket. So this one is already clicked to required. That's why you have the red asterisk mark. And then after that, you just create your option. So I'm going to start. Example is 18 and below or 16 and below. And then after that, the next option would be 19 and then 3 years bracket to 21 and so on and so forth. So we're going to go back to that later on. And then the rest is the same. So these are the different options that you can use. So you have multiple choice. You also have a checkbox that you can use. And I'm also going to show you how to how this would look like if you have already completed your Google form. Again, the Google Forms or questions in the Google Forms should follow the statement of the problem of your research paper. Now, how would this look if you have already completed your Google form? We're going to look at one of my forms, this one. Okay, so again, challenges encountered by selected Arellano University students in an online learning environment. So this is the title of the Google form, the title of the form that the respondents will see. And then I change the file name to version 2 and then the title of the Google form. Then again, we have the short answer. I made it required. I click, I switch it to required. Uh, the respondents can either give or not give their name or give a fictitious name on this part of the Google form. And then this is already the age bracket that I created. So from 18 and below up to 28 and above. And then I also include the sex for the demographic profile, their specific course bracket. And then this is already the questions related to the research, directly related to the research title, which is the challenges encountered. You can also give instructions on the title of this part of your Google form. So these are the challenges encountered and they need to choose or click 5. So when you click this part, you can still add instructions on this part of your Google form. So this part of your Google form uses multiple choice. This one uses check boxes. So if you're going to look here on the right side, you have multiple choice, and this particular form of questioning will require this checkbox option. Okay, so again, I presented the choices, and they only need to check 5 among these. Okay, the next one is how would you rate the learning management system of the school? So using this particular table, uh, and then presenting what they would rate on the left side, you can use multiple choice grid for this particular type of question. Okay, and then the last one are recommendations in order to address these challenges. So this is a combination of quantitative and qualitative method. Okay, so basically this is how your Google form would look like once you finish creating them based on your statement of the problem. Now, how would it look like when you already distributed the forms. But before we go on to that, how would you distribute the form? So I'm going to close this. By the way, for you to be able to save your form, you just click exit and it will automatically save your form. Okay, so if this is our form and you want to distribute this to your um, respondents, you just click share. Okay, so how did I go to that particular menu? So you go to your form, just hover your mouse over it, and then right click your mouse, and then instead of getting link, when you get the link, you would be able to give them the link to open and revise and edit the form. So do not use this, not unless you're the one who will access and open the Google form. You click share. So when you click share, you're going to see a menu, and then at the bottom of the menu, you uh, uh, choose copy link. Okay, restricted only people added can open this link. So you copy this link, okay, and then you send this to your respondents, to their group chat, personal message, direct messages, and so on and so forth, so that they will be directed to the form that you created. Okay, okay, now once they have answered the form, instruct them to click submit so that the form would be updated when you open your Google form. So I already have a form that I distributed, and there are already more than 100 respondents that replied and submitted their answers. So I'm going to open this form and show you that when you have already distributed the Google Forms, you're going to see two options on top of your form. You have questions, which is the format that you created, and then you have responses. So this is already the form with the corresponding responses of your respondents, or the people who answered your instrument. So when you click this, you're going to see the summary of the responses. So it will present you with three options: the summary, questions, and individually, you can also view the responses. Okay, so this is already the summary for 106 responses. So you have the responding names and then the age. So since I did not put a bracket on this one, on the second version, I opted to choose and use bracketing. Okay, that's with the 18 and above and 18 and below and 21 and above. So on this particular form, version 1, I did not use that. Okay, and then this is the output for the sex for 106 respondents, male and female. So most of them are female and 44.3% are male. And then for the course, again, I opted to choose multiple choice so as not to have this particular type of responses when doing my Google form. Okay, and then the next part, challenges encountered in an online learning, I only have 10. But on my second version, I already have 15. So you can already see, out of 106 responses, the highest is poor internet connectivity. So 84 responses or 84 click this choice, and this is equivalent to 79.2% of the respondents. So my point is, you can already clearly see, and this is a real-time um, graph of the answers of the respondents, because every time somebody answers, it will automatically update your Google form. So if you want to see the second or the least response, you can already see this as insufficient knowledge on how to use the learning management system. So this means that most of them are already familiar with the LMS. This has 7 responses or 6.6%. And second to the highest, after 84 responses, the second one will be 48, time management. So why time management? You can already form your justification on that part. How would you rate the LMS of the school? So again, from this graph, you can move on to another graph and clearly see that most of them are satisfied, okay, with the technical support, satisfied with the interface. Most of them are satisfied with the convenience or ease of using and the overall satisfaction for the LMS. And then these are the responses for the challenges with an open-ended statement. So basically, this is how you create a Google form, how you distribute the link for the Google form, how you open your Google form, and how you can conveniently view the updates for the Google form that you are using. So I hope this will be able to help you in formulating your instrument, especially in this new normal that we are having, and we are not allowed to conduct face-to-face interviews and data gathering for our research paper. So again, good afternoon. And before I go, please click subscribe to our YouTube channel at Doc Ed Padama. Good afternoon, stay safe everyone, and God bless.